Well, it's just a special time for new reactions, isn't it? First we had Coincident, now we have the one, the only, Civvie11! With Pro Doom, No Rest for the Living. Was never going to expect this. I had no idea this was even going to be a thing. But, Pro Doom, No Rest for the Living! Man, I did play No Rest for the Living when it came out on the Xbox Live port, because that was my only way of playing Doom at the time. So it's a WOD that's pretty special to me. And I guess Civvie will do anything to not play TNT Evolution. So the usual, Civvie has given me consent to make this video. If you've not seen the original, please close this video now, go to his channel, go to the original video, give him your first view, and come back here and we'll watch this together. So, I don't know what to expect. It's Civvie, so it's probably going to be good. Let's see what you got, man. And for the record, I have not played No Rest for the Living in about 7 years, so...
Man, for all the stupid crap that Bethesda does, so much that y'all have something in your head right now, and even if you're watching this after Starfield comes out, I bet you have something even newer. Bethesda doing stupid things is an evergreen joke. But there is one area where Bethesda has been not just good, but kind of amazing. Even all the way back in 2010, when this all-new Doom episode was released.
Yep.
Only on Xbox.
I had it! I had it. I don't think the day it came out, but I got it the week it came out.
Has since been rectified, and you can get it practically anywhere. You can get it practically anywhere in 2010 also, because people picked the WOD out of the release and they just put it up online. So
True.
You can play it other places like anywhere but the fucking Xbox. Oh yes, Xbox exclusivity was a dumb thing that didn't last very long. No Rest for the Living was developed by Nerve Software, former members of Rogue, standby port makers for all sorts of id Tech properties, and the cursed Randy version of Duke 3D, but I try not to hold that against them. And Bethesda had them make this new episode for Doom 2, 16 years after release, that I'm convinced is an almost perfect episode. Like, I can't believe it's as good as it is.
It's great.
And that's a running theme among the Bethesda re-release expansions. They don't have to include giant chunks of new content.
I still need to play the other Quake expansions, just unrelated thought. I loved Quake 1 when I played it a couple months ago, but...
But they did in the Quake remaster, and they did for the Xbox 360 release of Doom. And instead of releasing a new episode for the modern Bethesda port of Doom, they just let you download a selection of fan add-ons, and really good ones at that. They've even brought in Sigil. Bethesda may have its problems, but it's been treating Doom very, very well. No doubt, in part because of the success of 2016 and Eternal. And I slept on it. I played it in 2010, and, you know, that was 12 years ago, so I don't remember it so good.
What's this 12 years ago talk? It's 2023, friend. It hasn't officially been 13 years since it came out, but you know what I mean.
And again, I think it can be argued that it's the best Doom expansion. So what makes this so good? Let's run through it, kids.
Yeah, let's see. The Earth
You
base.
can tell pretty much as soon as this...
Love this level. When I first played this, I was excited to get into the new Doom 2 content, because I hadn't played it before. And I was like, yeah, I don't want to play through Doom 2. I want to play the new stuff now. I want the super shotgun. I want new enemies. And I played this on ultraviolence, and I thought this level was actually impossible. I thought there was no way to do this. Obviously now it's like nothing, but I thought it was ridiculously hard.
This starts, that this isn't a quick cash grab or a sloppy thrown together expansion. The designers cared about what they were making, and No Rest for the Living makes that very clear from the first frame of gameplay. It looks like Doom, yeah, except just a little more detailed. Maybe even detailed enough to require a limit-removing port, like one of those modern add-ons that fans would make. Yeah, it's still using those Doom textures that were made, oh my god, some of them were made 30 fucking years ago.
I know.
But it looks great. The detail isn't over the top or obstructive. Not even the best part of this, only the cherry on top. See, I've wanted to make a No Rest for the Living episode for a while, but you know, I got distracted by shiny things and slopjank, and I got so burned out by Doom Eternal that I haven't made a Doom video in a really long time.
A while.
I still have a pistol.
By the way, sorry, he was scrolling here. Oops.
Which isn't
Hang on, he was scrolling here. Fucking, I I forgot he called it strong jammin'. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good reference. Oh my god. Outlaws, great video. Jill of the Jungle, great video. The Duke Nukem Forever video, great video. What else is here? I need to finish this video. Nightmare Reaper, great game, great video. Pro Nukem, some of my favorite Civvie jokes are in there. American McGee's Alice, great video.
A really long time. I still have a pistol.
Oh, I saw the Rise of the Triad videos go by. Both of those are masterpieces.
Which isn't great when imps show up. As you go through the entryway to this area, there's a red key. You can see it, and you need it. A hallmark of good Doom design is putting a carrot on a stick somewhere you can't quite reach to get you to go look.
In addition to that, I want to point out that not only is the red key right here where you can see it but can't reach it, the red door is also right there, so you know where it goes. You see where the key wants you to put it in, so it's like, yeah.
It's putting a carrot on a stick somewhere you can't quite reach to get you to go looking for it. I can't believe I skipped this little closet with a shotgun in it. Oh, what's that, some demons? And a window showing me the blue key? And a computer area map. Carrot and stick, kids.
Yeah.
On my way to finding these keys, I encounter your normal starting enemies, and chain gunners, but not a sadistic amount of chain gunners. I get through the red key door first, look to my right, and hey, there's a blue key. I look to my left, yellow key door. Across this very distinct outdoor area, there's a switch also marked with the yellow key textures. You have to go through here to get to the blue key. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, nice.
I want that map. Now I have it, and the blue key, and a door I couldn't get through earlier, but I could still see through. It connects back to the room with the red key door down the hall from the blue key door, but you remember that yellow key? You should, but you don't actually need it to exit the level. You can tell because the exit door is here, and the yellow key door is suspiciously also here.
Yeah.
But you didn't see a yellow key anywhere. That's weird, right? Since the level designer went through the effort of showing you both of the other keys before you got them, there must be something real special behind those doors.
Oh,
Near
yeah.
the exit room, there's this door I can't open, but while I'm running around nearby, I hear a door open. I didn't hear it before because I was distracted by an arachnotron, not usually put into the first map of an episode, not usually something you'd have to take out without a super shotgun or a rocket launcher. But this was released 16 years on from Doom 2 and isn't fucking around with its difficulty. It's no Plutonia, usually, but it gives the player a healthy challenge if they're looking for it.
Well, we'll get to vivisection. We'll get to map 5.
So let's go looking for it. Outside that door is some imps, but what's this misaligned texture?
Oh.
Oh crap. A Helldoom, I think, is a fairly difficult Doom monster to throw at you when you've only got a shotgun. No, I haven't gone into the secret yet to get the chain gun. What do we have as a reward for that? A chainsaw.
Cool.
Not bad. Also, a window overlooking a previous area to orient us. But where's that damn yellow key? Oh god, Mancubus's Mancubi, first level? Rough? Not really. You have adequate cover and plenty of health. This is the first level after all. But there's more. Where is that damn yellow key? I have to know. Some blue armor, another very good secret reward after I've been through to get to it. But wait, there it is. Finally, I have to run across these
Technically, you can see it from the starting window, actually, so that's carrot and stick. Carrot and stick.
Boxes to get it, which doesn't seem too hard. Obviously, it's a trap. I hope. Oh, you bet your ass it's a trap. Buckle up, because not only does the area flood with monsters, so does the rest of the base once you've gotten that key. It might as well be an entire level's worth of monsters that spawn just because of that damn yellow key. The Hell Knights return, and because you have adequate cover and room to maneuver, it's not a huge problem. Where the hell am I, anyway?
You're back in the beginning.
The first area again. Okay, that's cool. Bunch of monsters, a revenant. You put a pain elemental in the exit room? That's a little mean. Ammo is tight at the moment after that onslaught, so I get up close and personal.
I mean, this will work on a pain elemental. It's not a bad idea. Don't be deceived. It'll work on Caco demons, too. Next time you're in a pickle, chainsaw a Caco demon. You'll be surprised. Maybe. No guarantees.
I sure hope that the final yellow key area has something really good after all the trouble this level has put me through. Like, best case scenario for level 1 is to get the super shotgun early.
Well, I have good news for you, I think.
Are you ready for a miracle?
So I think what we can take away from this experience is that level 1 of No Rest for the Living is amazing. It is so tight, so deliberately laid out, and good at communicating every single little thing to the player. And while every level isn't as good, they're all quality, start to finish.
The pain
This
lapse.
level isn't as painful as the name would suggest. It's pretty good. A little more cramped. Maybe it gets its name from the pain elemental at the start that friggin' teleports in out of nowhere.
These are his labs.
Good jump scare, I suppose. I'm a little disappointed that the first secret I find near the start also has a super shotgun, which makes getting it at the end of the last level kinda pointless, though it becomes necessary equipment very soon with all the cacodemons.
I think the intention is that you're meant to panic and back up, and you're meant to, like, have your, like... Because I imagine you're going to see the enemies and you're going to panic and run in the base. The red door is going to be in front of you, so you're going to panic and run in there. You're going to have the yellow key, so you're going to hit the switch, get the SSG, and then start fighting. So you're meant to use it there to kill them. I think is the plan. Oh, another crane elemental.
Oh man, see, this doesn't get me worried like a horde in Plutonia would, because I know I'll probably survive this encounter. It's gonna be a fun ride. One of the things these levels do so well is directing the player's attention to certain areas. You think the threat is coming from one direction until you hear a bunch of monsters wake up in another, always keeping you on your toes.
They're alerting your right ear, yeah.
I bet there's a secret way up there. There's so many secrets, and everything is still really tight and balanced, like the collective experience of nearly 2 decades of Doom mapping was distilled into an episode and released, puzzlingly, only on the Xbox 360 at the time.
Remember, this episode was designed to be played with a controller in mind, because, obviously, Xbox 360, so...
They must have known someone would bring the levels over to PC within a couple of days. At the end of a lot of these stages, you can find a way to get a map, which will display all of the secrets in the level, and there are nearly a dozen in some levels.
Canyon of the Dead!
Canyon of the Dead is the 7th film in George Romero's Living Dead series and the first released posthumously. You'd think the experience of being dead would improve Romero's later...
Is that how you say that word?
...in the first released posthumously. You'd think...
Posthumously. Is that how you say that? I thought it was posthumously. I'm dumb. That sounds better, actually. Posthumously. Anyway.
The experience of being dead would improve Romero's later entries, and I guess they have. This is a far better title than Survival of the Dead. Of course, I'm kidding. I'll never again slander George Romero, even if Land, Diary, and Survival didn't reach the dizzying heights of...
Oh, these are real movies. I didn't know that. I haven't seen these movies.
Night, Dawn, and Day. Because honestly, how many movies can? Don't you dare bring up Zack Snyder's remake in this house, you whores. Disgusting Philistines, you suckers, thieves, and bad guys. Anyway, the streak of bangers doesn't let up. We're not in the canyon yet, but there's something very interesting in here that I had to highlight. You hit a switch that lowers a platform of chain gunners and revenants. Very Casali, right? There's a blue key there, yes, and a bunch of monsters, but the second I'm done clearing those monsters, the other platform with monsters... Look where it is. Do you have any idea the work and playtesting required to make an encounter this fucking tight? This is a symphony of violence.
Yeah, that's really, really, yeah, that's really synced up. Oh, ad break, I suppose.
It doesn't get bad. It never gets bad. The eponymous canyon is another beautifully designed area. Here I am, weapons poor. I've only got the pistol, shotgun, SSG, chainsaw, and chain gun. And there's targets here that really make me want, no, need a rocket launcher.
Yep.
Oh, there it is. Oh yeah, that's the stuff.
Hell Mountain, great name.
The fact that the level theming is progressive and continuous from one level to the next is pretty impressive. You see the vestiges of Canyon of the Dead leading into Hell Mountain before it becomes the kind of demonic castle that you'd expect. Now that you've got a rocket launcher, you're expected to use it. I am playing on ultra-violence, obviously, but don't be afraid to waste a couple rockets, say, turning a lowly...
What did you call it, the gentleman's way to play Doom? That sounds right.
...zombie into jibs. That's something we do that's just for us and our mental health. Hashtag self-care with explosives. There's a plasma gun here too, rounding out the weapons we don't have to work too hard to get. You'll see later when attempting to get a BFG. The ramp-up of challenge is so smooth you barely notice it. Maybe because they threw everything but archviles and boss monsters at you in the first level. Doesn't matter. Okay, that's the wrong switch. What about this one?
That's also the wrong switch. Yeah, I mean, that's how it is.
And the theming I was talking about before carries over towards the next map as everything gets all red and rocky at the exit. Kinda like that red key I found in a secret and haven't used yet, which is like a giant neon sign that says, "The secret exit is in this level, dumbass." And here it is, off to one side in, ooh, mega armor.
Oh, now you missed the door.
Where'd the exit go? Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Okay, there it is. Just closes off to fake me out. Cute, let's go. What do we got?
March of the Demons.
Yeah, you know what? Your secret level in a Doom episode should be your hardest. It's tradition. It's like pumpkin pie at Thanksgiving and murdering the in-laws to the Rains of Castamere. It's how things are done. It starts off calm, almost restrained. Only a couple of mid-tier monsters as we head back into tech-based territory and away from the evil-looking hell castles of the last map. You're going around blasting demons like everything is normal until...
By the way, this is a really good deathmatch map, I just want to say. Oh god, yeah, there's an archvile here too.
The only time No Rest for the Living outright murdered me like I was 6 years old again playing Phobos Anomaly.
Oh god.
Any wad can throw a bunch of monsters at you, but only a truly professional product understands how all the monsters work together to shape a battle. And how dangerous an archvile can be in a room full of dead mid-tier monsters while it's being supported by a spider mastermind. Chef's kiss.
I kind of talked over that. Could you say that again? I'm sorry.
Monsters work together to shape a battle at you, but only a truly professional product understands how all the monsters work together to shape a battle. And how dangerous an archvile can be in a room full of dead mid-tier monsters while it's being supported by a spider mastermind. Chef's kiss.
Yeah, it's actually pretty well calibrated now that I think about it. I mean, the ultimate strategy is always just like... Well, no, you can't even really fully back up because you're giving the archvile free reign to just res whatever. So, you would either be crazy aggressive and kill the archvile, or you'd back up, let the archvile res what it needs to, and just try to pick it off from afar, and just take it slow. There's a couple ways you could do that. But there's also a megasphere, so any damage you take could essentially be healed before you grab it. So, there's a couple ways to handle this. And obviously, the way Civvie did it's fine. Like, he didn't die, so it's whatever. Vivisection. Fun fact. It is, I believe there is no, nightmare, run of this map completed because this map is, the way this map is made, it's way too fucking hard, actually. I tried it and I can't get past the second room.
Vivisection lives up to its title. Not as transparently difficult as the secret level, but instead it's one big unfolding trap, an explorable lament configuration that preys on the player's expectations and knows our weaknesses as Doom players. You think the last monster is dead until the trap springs around you, and you think you're safe until you hear... Fuck!
Mancubus, yep.
I feel like I'm constantly running low on ammo, and sometimes I am, but this illusion is supported by the strange decision to include no ammo backpacks anywhere, at least not that I've found. I've been capped to 50 shells, 200 bullets, 50 rockets, and 300 cells this entire time, and I will be until nearly the end. I'm doing a tactical retreat with a chainsaw. That's not to say there isn't enough ammo, there is, but the urgency you feel when you're running dry is heightened by this simple decision.
That's enough ammo to keep you going, but it's not enough to be, like, flush.
Oh, it's beautiful. Inferno of Blood.
This is the... I remember this one. I don't remember how to describe it, but it's...
John Romero smiles upon these level names.
Yeah.
Can you really make something that lives up to that name?
Yes, you can. Not enough blood,
You know
though, I
what?
think.
Yeah, that's good. That's an inferno of blood. Good job, Nerve. This level should be called Quest for the BFG because that's what it is. Getting the BFG is a trial. Hitting a lot of hidden switches to get to this area that, like all good things in No Rest for the Living, is clearly shown to you. I want it. It will be mine. More immaculately
it will be mine.
constructed fights, a little harder, just a little, that smooth ramp up a challenge unbroken, now that the game has given you more energy cells and expects you to use that plasma rifle. Look at this area at the start of the level, and then look at it towards the end. You see every bit of carnage left a mark on it. And it didn't just teleport enemies into this area, no, at some point it alerts enemies, and then later on the enemies make their way into this area organically, somehow, through level design.
That's cool.
A rare switch puzzle lowers one
that's actually like even better, is that it's easy enough to just teleport them in, but it's the fact they meander in there is great.
Free barriers to the BFG. Okay, fair enough. The one piece of it that gave me trouble was this here, because I didn't think there would be a lowering floor over here. Why would I? Then a tricky strafe jump over here to that final switch, and we are now the proud owner of the big fucking Gun 9000.
That was really good timing on that song. That was really good. I like that. That's the one thing I remember from Dean of Doom on this, is that the secrets are extremely untelegraphed.
We are now the proud owner of the big fucking Gun 9000. Brutal. Exquisite. Let's get some use out of that BFG since they're loading us up on cells and unleashing an armada of cacodemons on me. Is it another extremely red hell castle?
Yes.
Sure. Maybe too visually similar to the other red hell castles of the episode, but there's only so much you can do with stock Doom textures, and the level is still a fucking banger. Action-packed, thrilling, penultimate level challenge stuff. It's a lot harder without a BFG, but never insurmountable.
And also on controller.
Even with the repetitive theming, there's still cool little details, like a chunk of bricks taken out of the wall showing exposed gore behind it. I'm not sure I've ever seen two textures used so much in one place, also so effectively.
On the right.
Add in a strangely foreboding exit surrounded by impaled dudes, and oh yeah, there's a BFG in this level too, which you'll want to grab. It's going to make the last level a lot easier. On my way to finding it, since I'm not nearly as familiar with these levels as I am with like any other major Doom release, I'm still finding new secrets with new encounters and new rewards. Ah yes, here we are, behind a secret yellow key door, the BFG again. The craftsmanship of this episode should be written into game design textbooks. It's so tight, so seemingly effortless and professional. But, of course, it's not a Doom expansion without a disappointing ending.
Oh. Tomb of Malevolence. I'm a Tomb of Malevolence apologist. I love this map. I think it's so cool. It's, I don't know how to explain it. I just like it. It's, yeah.
There's not much you can do if you're not going to program in a new boss, but at least it isn't an Icon of Sin fight. It's a Cyber Demon fight. Which means now that it is time again for everyone's favorite home game, humiliating the Cyber Demon.
It's such a simple joke, but man, well done.
Which means
well
now
done.
that it is time
well
again
done,
for everyone's favorite home game, humiliating the Cyber Demon.
Oh, that's funny. Yep, there you go, that's it. Just about.
A cyber demon and an army of imps. But the introduction of that cyber demon as his rockets plow through the oncoming imps, very nice.
That's pretty
this level
good, yeah.
loads me up on rockets like I'm going to be rocket dueling the cyber demon. Oh no, no thank you. That is not the gentleman's way of humiliating the cyber demon. Trouble was brewing again in your favorite vacation spot. Hell. Some cyber demon punk thought he could turn hell into a personal amusement park and make Earth the ticket booth. Well, that half-robot freak show didn't know who was coming to the fair. There's nothing like shooting a gallery full of hellspawn to get the blood pumping. Now the walls of the demon's labyrinth echo with the sound of his metallic limbs hitting the floor. His death moan gurgles out through the mess you left of his face. This ride is closed. Cut, print, ship it. 10 out of 10, a masterclass in Doom level design. If you haven't played it, find it, play it. If you've got the Bethesda port, you can download it. And if you've got the internet, I'm sure a quick Google search will bring up the WAD to use in your port of choice. Bethesda, hire these people. Again, if you're ever looking to make more Doom expansions in the future, instead of just giving console players access to some of the Doom community's stellar work.
They added Revolution, which interested me. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure what compels them to pick the WADs that they do. I'm not saying Revolution's bad. It's just Revolution, out of all of the ocean of WADs, that WAD from 2001 is the one they picked. Interesting.
Future, instead of just giving console players access to some of the Doom community's stellar work. And stay tuned for more Doom content very, very soon.
TNT! Play TNT! Actually, he probably won't. I hope he doesn't play it. Well, if he plays it, I hope he ends up liking it, but I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, dude, a lamp with a threatening aura. Hell yeah. Alright. That was a wonderful video. I'm glad to know that Civvie really liked No Rest for the Living, and it actually made me, like, really nostalgic for it again. I really... It's a WAD that's special to me, so... I'm glad to know it's as good in my memory as I remember. And I still like Tomb of Malevolence. Alright. Good night, friends.